Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here at SlovakiaTech. This is my first time in Slovakia, and I'm very excited. And thank you so much for coming to my talk as well. So just a little bit about myself. I'm Sufee. I'm the founder of an XR or AR and VR studio in Bangkok, Thailand. And I also teach digital media at Sipatum University in Bangkok. And I'm so glad for today that I will be sharing about the experiment and the thing that we are working on AR and AI glasses, mostly with the glass called spectacles with Snapchat. Okay, so I think that nowadays, most of us, or many of you might have heard about AR glasses, probably coming to be the next mass device that people are using like smartphone in a very near future. But I think that none of us would want to see the future where people are walking around like robots, cut off from each other. And even nowadays, we spend too much time facing on our phone screen, and sometimes it doesn't really make us look good as human. So the thing is, AR glasses is opening up a lot of opportunity and a whole new field of human-centered design for us to explore and discover how we can design the interaction on this whole new space and make it feel more human, and that be the one that not only support us but also make us understand each other better. So I work in the intersection of the three worlds, which is creativity, technology, and the culture. Creativity gives us imagination. Technology gives us the tool, and then culture gives us resonance. Culture is something that actually makes things meaningful to us. And that's at Utopia Lab, my studio in Bangkok, we try to bring these three things together. And also, a lot of time our works overlap with creative agencies because our aim is not only building features, but we are crafting the experience that resonate with the people in a more meaningful way. And when you do that, I think that the media stop being just a channel that feeds us information, but it becomes something that feels more human, allow the people to open up to, and allows the story to kind of reach them more naturally. And the key to achieve this is context awareness. When AI or artificial intelligence give us a deeper understanding of the environment, it's kind of expand the possibility of for us to interact on the AR glass more naturally. I actually have AR glass today. If anyone wants to try it, you will see that it's still in development, and that's a lot of time you have to interact by your hand, your voice, and stuff like this, which is still in the middle of the way that we are crafting the experience that feels more smooth and human and natural in the space. But anyway, let me show you about how culture and creativity can help resonate us on a deeper level and also transform things like functionality into a seamless human experience. So a few years ago, I was working as part of an international research project with Goldsmiths University of London and in a collaboration with a Thai dance company called Pichet Glanchin. And I was leading the team as a media artist and creative technologist in the Thai team. And here, our challenge was unusual because how do we present something invisible like a sense of smell in a virtual space or metaverse, if you would call it? And that's how could we do that without like giving the people the Zen. So this was back in 2022 before mixed reality headset, the commercial one like MetaQuest 3 or the one called Spectacles from Snapchat came out, which is AR glass actually. So in this project, we were using motion capture suits, as you can see here, in order to live stream the performance into the metaverse. So with the motion capture system from Goldsmiths University of London, and the dancer movement were captured and then transferred in real time into the virtual environment. And kind of the overall performance was about how sense could trigger the internal conflict, past experience, and memories. Because in Buddhism, the sense of smell is one of the things that the practitioner trying to overcome is something that even if we not see it, it can affect our mind. This is something like art and culture stuff. So in Thailand, we all understand this. And once the performance was performed, let me show you how it's like. So it was long, but I cut it here. Anyway, it's kind of like look dark because we were talking about the sense of smell trigger the negative feeling inside us, right? So we create the chaos that was triggered by the scent to be visible in the dancer body language. And that the visual scene and sounds and everything, suddenly people start to sense this through the movement. And it's kind of strange that this is a new kind of connection that was made possible through technology, because the way we present it visually and the sound and together with motion understanding on the culture, on the Zen and Buddhism, it can actually send a message about the performance. And yeah, this is one case. And what excites me more is the next step, when the content isn't just live on stage, but actually augment the physical space around us. The device here, as you see, MetaQuest 3 knows the world around us and kind of can adapt to context in real time. And this is what I mean by the contextually intelligent designs. So I further explore this with the support from British Council called Connection to Culture. So what you see here is cone. Cone is one of the most complex and prestigious art form in Thailand, and is the identity of Thai performance, just like Lush Niska in Slovakia. So it requires years of training and precise movement, and people outside the community and tradition can feel like intimidating to practice cone. So we asked here, how could we open this art form to more people? So we built a mixed reality application that lets anyone learn and perform cone by working with cone students, supporting them in developing this kind of project that usually costly to build. And we utilize full body tracking ability in the MetaQuest 3, and that the headset can sense your whole body in space. We capture the cone dancer movement with the headset and then transfer the digital movement data into the avatar. Let me show you how it's like. here, when someone puts on the headsets, the headset can pick up the real-time movement data and compare it with the cone dancer movement. The glass can guide the learner step by step, and then it can celebrate the progress when they hit the right move. So it's kind of gamification and gamifying the dance tutorial to be more fun and to be interactive. Because here we also aim to create the project to be a safe space for anyone can be themselves, because dancing in public can be horrifying for people with social anxiety, but in mixed reality, they can try to learn and enjoy it without the fear of judgment. So it's also strange to feel that a virtual space like this one can help establish a kind of connection between the person who wears the headset and the dancer virtual persona, which is here, which is a new kind of human connection, not limited by time and physical space. Okay, so the previous projects show you how we can use familiar culture to connect with the people through the technology. But actually, culture isn't only about the tradition. Culture is about how we engage with the environment in our everyday life. Like the city we visit, the conversation we share, and something as simple as finding a place to eat. And this is where the intelligence feature on AR glasses become powerful. They can guide us through unfamiliar environment, help us explore local tradition, or help us communicate across language. Basically, open us to the culture and the people beyond our own. So actually, I'm here in Košice, and it's the city completely new to me. I only have a few days here, but I really like to have more time to explore, taste food, and understand the history and everything. But I have so limited time. How do I do? So since last year, we have had the opportunity to experiment with Snap Ink through AR glass called Spectacles. And we built one of the first AR glass navigation experience. The prototype is here, which was later featured by Snap and together with Niantic Lab. Let me show you.
Navigator gives you walking navigation to your destination.
The ability to have visual AR navigation that matches with user locations is definitely the thing from the future.
Use this sample project to learn how to build navigation experiences that use the new Snap Map tiles, compass heading, and GPS location capabilities.
Thanks, Sufee. Here at Niantic, we just updated Peridot Beyond to be a shared experience using Spectacles Sync Kit. And latency, especially in urban environments, a north-aligned compass heading, a 2D map component, and a sample project to bring it all.
From redesigning the way we navigate in the world,
to rethinking the way we care for our most beloved companions.
Whether real or imagined. We're so excited to see what you'll build, both indoors and outdoors, with these new capabilities.
So it's actually this AR glass spectacles that we are now focusing to work on right now. And like as Mr. Frank said earlier, right now the form factor is kind of huge because there are many barriers to overcome. But anyways, the competition is so fast, and I know that Snap is coming up with the public one that people can actually buy and use it in daily life already next year. So it's coming. So, as I showed you earlier, it was a navigation application that we developed it with Snap, actually. And the glass didn't only guide me in real time. They also pull up the context about the option that I search, like how far the place is away from me currently, and like probably the restaurant got 5-star. So the experience become more than a navigation. It becomes something like discovery. And a few years ago, I think if you think back, it's not long, right? You can feel that this is just something futuristic concept, but actually now we can bring it to life. So once I arrive at a restaurant here, there is another challenge. This is the language barrier, and don't get me wrong, actually Slovak people, I think you guys speak English even better than me. But in some local restaurant, when I get there and people are speaking only Slovak, when I find a Slovak food, I feel more embraced to the culture. So I really appreciate that. And anyways, the restaurant closed at the time, so I asked my friend Anna to help me and guide me about how I can order the food. I was thinking about using live translation on the glass to help me out. So here.
Anna, I'm here in Košiciach for the first time. Could you recommend me some local meal, please?
Ahoj, odporučila by som ti tradičné brinzové halušky, prípadne brinzové pyrohy, alebo ak máš chuť na polievku, tak kapusnicu.
So yeah, she recommended me brinzové halušky, how I say it right, brinzové pyrohy, and kapusnicu. Yeah, so live translation actually allow us to interact with the people of another language more naturally. And I feel this very personally because now I'm standing on stage in Slovakia, speaking English as my second language. And in Thailand, we are not a country that is known for strong English proficiency. So it's really give us the pressure, and this pressure make us feel, self-conscious. We become less authentic without intentionally be. So this is because we don't want to make mistakes. So, but when this barrier dissolves because of our live translation on AR glasses, the pressure could lift, and then we can become more of ourselves. And this is the power of AI, artificial intelligence, working behind the scene to make real-time translation possible. And by understanding each other more deeply, we don't just exchange the word, we resonate with one another. So finally, let me show you where functionality and creativity merge. We all know OCR, optical character recognition, which is the ability for the camera to recognize the text. So then, at the time, we thought, what if we use the camera on the AR glass, which is here, to capture the words and then expand them. And then our experiment on OCR and AI have led us to the collaboration with Snap Inc. together with Publicis Group and also National Library of Singapore to build a project called Augmented Reading, which is here. And this was also showcased in Cannes Lions this year. So let's see how it's like. So think about the way we actually read books nowadays. Oftentimes, we read and we take in the word, but the depth and the meaning of the word stay locked away on the page. But now let's imagine about as you read a line, and the glass starts to unfold the world around you. Not only the meaning of the words, but also with the visual, sounds, and the atmosphere. And now you are not just decoding the letter, you are actually walking through the writer's imagination. And here is where the creativity makes a difference, because humans don't just want information, we want to feel the context, we want to step closer to the person who wrote the words, to understand not only what they said and how it feels like when they said it. And AR can become that bridge. By expanding the context, it makes story easier to absorb and resonate with. And this turns reading into an immersive experience between author and reader and across time, culture, and languages. So, human connection. So whether it's the culture or urban life, communication or storytelling, contextually intelligent AR must always return to one thing, and it's the human connection. And that's where the emotional resonance is built. And even in this machine-driven era, humans still shape the narrative. Technology may guide us, but the connection builds the trust. And this is how we build the AR glass experience that feels human. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sufee Yama. Thank you so much for a really, really interesting presentation. And I have one question for you.
Yeah.
So, a couple of years ago, I think it was 10 plus years ago, Google released Google Glasses. But the rollout onto the wider public wasn't successful. So, what needs to happen for the AR glasses, such as the ones you are wearing? What needs to happen in order for it to be successful?
Yeah, for now, it is at the stage that the form factor, as you see, is very thick. It's kind of impossible. It's almost, right? But impossible for you to wear in the public. People will look at you like weird. So this is one thing. And it's because they have to overcome the barrier on the technology, on the hardware. And then as I mentioned at the beginning, it's also about the interaction design that has to be human. I think lately Meta has already kind of announced the AR glass last year called Orion, but now they sort of integrated into the Meta Ray-Ban as well. It begins to have like a visual element on the Meta Ray-Ban. And with this, if you saw the news, you will see that they have like a band on your wrist. So that way, it makes the interaction more, more natural, more human. This is what we are looking for in order to be able to use it in the public, because right now you have to kind of like pick up the thing in front of you like by hand, and it's not natural. So yeah.
I see. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Sufee Yama, big round of applause once again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.